How we doing, guys? And welcome to the preview and the predicted lineup. Arsenal against Brighton tomorrow afternoon. We've got one of those 12:30 kickoffs. And listen, those difficult games keep coming thick and fast. And yeah, we've said it loads of times. The fixture computer was not very kind to us at the beginning of the season, but you have to play everybody twice and you have to deal with it. And so far, so good. But this will be another big test. Brighton, home or away, has been quite a difficult game over the years. Despite changes and managers and everything else. Fabian Herzler is the new manager now. And he's got off to the perfect start with Brighton. When you look at their results. And last time out in particular against Manchester United. A 2-1 win. Very last kick of the game pretty much. Won in that game. Danny Welbeck causing problems, scoring goals as well. So yeah, it's going to be a really difficult game. They play football in the right way. So I suppose one of the things that you might look at is that Brighton ain't going to play a low block, for example. They're not going to come to the Emirates and try and be overly defensive, which could play into our hands, but then at the same time, it could cause us problems at the other end. We've not conceded a goal this season at the moment. We do have the best defence in the Premier League, even when you go back to last season. So yeah, it's just going to be a very interesting game. Like I said, I feel that Brighton do have, plenty of players that can cause us, problems. At the time of filming this, of course, the transfer window is still open, so we don't even know whether, Arsenal, for example, are going to be bringing anybody in an attacking sense. It looks like Neto, the goalkeeper from Bournemouth, is going to be done this morning at some point. And that's going to be a loan deal, which I feel is a really good one for us because it means we don't have to go and spend any money on a keeper. We can actually take our time and decide as to what we're going to do next. And of course, there is no obligation to buy, which is important. So at the end of the year, we could say, yeah, you know what, we'll take this up further. Or no, thanks for the memories, as they say, and goodbye. But yeah, let's, focus on this game. I feel that if we do get anyone over the line, they're not going to be involved in the game tomorrow anyway. I don't actually know what the cut-off point for registering players for the Premier League games actually is. But with us playing a 12:30 kickoff, I can imagine that's going to be any time soon. So it wouldn't really affect this game in that sense. Moreno, he's available. I don't feel he will start this game. I feel, again, it's very evident what Mikel Arteta likes to do is, give those players that little bit of time to integrate and get involved with the squad and get to know everybody and everything else. So I feel that Moreno is one of those players, a bit like Calafiori in a sense where, I might have to just give him a little bit of time and adaptation, should we say. But yeah, with the games we've got coming up, Champions League on the horizon as well, in between Spurs and Man City, which are our next two games. This is a big opportunity to get 3 points, home advantage, and it sets us up nicely for those games. What you don't want is a negative result going into those two games away from home. And of course, playing early. I know this sounds really strange to say after match day 3. But you kind of get that bit of an advantage already by going top of the table. And you kind of put the pressure back on Man City and say, right, over to you. And listen, ironically, Man City top at the moment on goal difference. And we're third, and stuck in the middle of us is Brighton. So let's not look at this as a foregone conclusion that it's going to be a walkover or anything, because it certainly won't be. Brighton are a very good side, and they're going to cause us, some issues and problems. But if we can navigate those correctly, we should be able to get the 3 points and get the job done. So with that said, let's go and get into the predicted lineup. Starting off in goal, David Raya. It goes without saying, and it has been for a very long time, that he is our number one. Aaron Ramsdale looks like he has secured his move away to Southampton, and we wish him well. But yeah, David Raya in goal. Very, very simple. Right back, Ben White, again, very straightforward decision. I do think eventually you're going to start to see Jurrien Timber maybe move over to that right-hand side and really push Ben White for that position. But right now, it's his. Right centre-back, William Saliba, again, a very, very straightforward decision. Getting up to speed of things now after the Euros and his break and everything. When you look at that recovery tackle he made against Aston Villa last time out, absolutely immense. Left centre-back, Gabriel. Again, very, very straightforward. I feel that him, Saliba, best centre-back pairing in the Premier League, and it's as simple as that. The stats do not lie. Left back, I do feel for this game it will be Jurrien Timber. I feel he will keep his place. I was explaining last time out that Zinchenko will be very valuable for us in certain games, certain moments, low blocks, opening up those kind of teams. Calafiori had a very decent cameo last time out against Aston Villa, but I just feel Jurrien Timber will keep his spot there. That's what I feel anyway. Into the midfield, Thomas Partey, he will keep his place. I don't think he will have a tougher game or opponent than last time out. And I warned everybody of him, when we was talking about him for Villa. And Partey got the goal. I feel his overall play was good. He was better in the second half than the first, but he will start this game. On the right-hand side, Bukayo Saka, again, 2 really good games from him so far. Need another. Alongside him, Martin Odegaard. I thought he had a really quiet game against Aston Villa, to be honest. But these are the kind of games at home where you need him to really stamp his authority and be the captain. Alongside him, Declan Rice. Again, a very straightforward decision. Hasn't really hit the ground running as yet. Hasn't really got up to the heights of last season. But with the Euros and everything else, hasn't had a lot of rest. Come back from his break. He'll get there. Absolutely no doubt about it. On that left-hand side, this is where I feel there will be a change, and Trossard will start this game. I feel he's earned the right to start the game. Playing against his former club as well. Scored when he played against them last time out. So I have absolutely no doubts at all. He will start this game ahead of Martinelli. He deserves it, and it's as simple as that. And then up front as the striker, false nine, whatever you want to call it, Kai Havertz. I feel that he suits the system, especially at home. And yeah, listen, we just need to take our chances. We need to make sure that we're clinical in front of goal and make sure we pick up the 3 points. And, there's not a lot of changes there. But at the moment where we're playing every 7 days or so, there's not really a need to make loads of changes. We can kind of pretty much go with the same 11 each time. As we start to move on after this game, international break coming up. Season's just started and we lose 2 weeks to that rubbish already. But yeah, we've got the big away game, Man City, Spurs, Champions League sandwiched in between. We don't know who we're playing. I believe the fixtures for the Champions League will be out tomorrow. What you don't want is an away game to one of the Italian sides, for example. Or, what you want, with all due respect, is a home tie, but not PSG. One of the others. Beggars can't be choosers, as they say. But listen, we live in hope. But listen, let's go and get the job done for this game. Let's go and secure the 3 points and then over to Man City and see what they do. So, listen, there we go. That is it for the preview and the predicted lineup. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about that lineup, what you feel about the game and everything else. And yeah, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button, smash a like on the video, and we will see you lot very soon. I'm out of here.